My sister used to sit in the back seat. Couldn't go anywhere. 5 kids, all of my sister was going, I'm not. And I couldn't afford her because she's like right there. And I can't jump out of the car because that would be weird. None of your son just jumped out of the car again. Turn around and get the first aid kit out. If you avoid bullies and they won't avoid you, now you need to learn the F. The F to save your life. The F is... Now, y'all, I was raised in Maryland, but I've been in the South ever since I was 17 3/4 years old. And I love the South because I like Cracker Barrel. That's where it started, so get off it. I like the food. I like the pace is a lot slower, and not because they're not faster. It's because nobody's in a hurry down there until you guys come down to visit us and you're I love the South, but especially because of the way they talk. See, in the South, they don't say, find your friend. In the South, they say, find your friend! So, a little Southern hospitality, you can just try it anywhere. It's like a dab that works in about every sport. Anywhere you go. So, do me a favor, when we talk about the F, would you just throw a little biscuit and gravy on that? Just say, find your friend. Say what? Find your friend. You're going to go home today and your parents are going to say, what is going on at that school? Find your friend. All right, this one seems simple, but it's probably the hardest one to learn, so you're going to have to pay attention. Because there are many tiers to make this complete. Here we go. Are you a teacher? All right. Would you stand just a second just so they can see that I'm talking to a teacher, not the floor? Okay. Teacher, so you know who I was talking to. She's a teacher. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to do the hokey pokey and turn yourself about because, contrary to popular belief, that's not what it's all about. Unless you have skates on. Got the open-toed skates. Okay, no, you don't have skates. Okay, she's a teacher. Do you know why we call her teacher? Because she teaches. Thank you. Great, very nice. How come we call you learners? Because you learn. See, this is going better than the math part of the program. Okay. How come we don't call her a babysitter? That's right, because she doesn't sit on babies. What? All of a sudden, we got one wrong answer. Now think about it. I'm going to answer a question with a question. If she was a babysitter, what does that make you? Put you down on the ground and you used to just take off. There was always some tired adult running behind you. Come back! If you don't come back and run now, I'm going to tell you hi! But you're not a baby anymore. Sorry. You may act like a baby sometimes. You've got some adult friends to do too. But you're not. So, we don't have babysitters. We have teachers. But what does that have to do with find a friend? I'm about to drop some knowledge on you right now. Here we go. Watch me. If she's a teacher and you're a learner, comma. If she's not a babysitter because you're not a baby, comma. Then, optional comma. It is not her job to watch you, it is your job to watch her. Boom! I know some of you are just like, you didn't get that at all. It is not your teacher's job to watch you. It is your job to watch your teacher. Look, I'm not saying we don't see you, we see you all the time. And we look at you and we say, go play. Which sounds a lot like, go away. But that's okay, because you have to see us. It is not our job to watch you. Now that sounds kind of cold, but if you want to be a baby, then we'll treat you like a baby and we'll watch you all the time. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do that. Get your finger out of here, guys. But you're not a baby, so we're not going to treat you like babies. We're going to treat treat you like the students and learners that you are. You watch us. That's how education works. See, if I see my teacher, I am a good learner.
But what does that have to do with find your friend?
Take it up another level. Watch me. When I can see my teacher, not only am I a good learner, but I'm safe. Oh, didn't Mr. B just say that? He said, my second response, this guy's on. He's on today. One day off, he was just studying all day, just for today. Absolutely not. But he's on this. He said, my second responsibility is that you learn. My first responsibility is to keep you safe. But here's how that works. You see us, you will be safe. When I can see my teacher, not only am I a good learner, but I'm safe.
But what does that have to do with find a friend?
Watch this audio visual. Let's say I'm over here, I'm hanging out by myself. I'm kind of a loner. Somebody walks up and wants to mess with me. Now, because I know where my teachers are, I have the power. I'm not worried about somebody messing with me. As long as I can see a teacher or an adult, I have the power. Watch this. The first thing I can do is somebody messes with me, and I can do two things, by the way. And it doesn't involve any karate at all. That'd be a third option. I know judo, karate, and a couple other Chinese words, so back off, Jack. Watch me now, watch me. The first thing I can do, because I know my teacher, and I can't do this if I don't know where my teacher is, but because I can see my teacher, I have the power. Who wants to mess with me? The first thing I can do is this.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you mess with me, she will mess with you. Ah!
Burn. If that doesn't work, the second thing I can do because I know where my teacher is. If they mess with me, the second thing I can do, and I can only do this if I know where my teacher is. I see my teacher, now I can do this.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you...
I have the power.
Well, what does that have to do with find a friend? Get on with it! We have other classes today.
Here we go. Here's the payoff. Watch me. When you can see your teacher or an adult, you have the power. When you cannot see your teacher or an adult, you have no power. If you know you're going to go somewhere where there's not going to be a teacher, or there's not going to be an adult, then you need to... You should never, ever be in your school or your neighborhood or anywhere else by yourself. Repeat after me. I will never, ever be in the school or my neighborhood or anywhere else by myself. Never, ever.
Friend.
All the students stand up, please. All the students stand up, please. This time, I want you to say what I say and do what I do when I do and say this.
I will never, ever be in the school or my neighborhood or anywhere else by myself. Never, ever. Find a friend.
Spin around, and gracefully like a leaf floats slowly to the ground, or a dirt ball.